Hello, all. Welcome to the Art of Mindful Living. Hi, Teju.
Hi, welcome to the Art of Mindful Living.
So, what are we discussing today?
Today we're going to be discussing the third couplet of the first chapter.
Here it goes.
Malarmisai ekinaan maanadi saerndhaar nilamisai needu vaazhvaar. Those who continuously meditate the glorious feat of the divine grace in their heart, which is as pure and pristine as a beautiful flower, shall flourish long above all the worlds.
Those who continuously meditate the glorious feet of the divine Lord, which is as pure and pristine as a beautiful flower, shall flourish long above all the worlds.
Yeah, Teju. This is the meaning of the couplet. Here in this couplet, Thirukural says, those who meditate God continuously shall rest in peace in the presence of divine grace even after they leave this physical body. Also, in this couplet, our heart is compared to a beautiful flower. Have you ever observed flowers closely, Teju?
Yeah, so many times. I've even adored them.
Oh, lovely. Why do you like them? What do you think are the qualities of a beautiful flower?
Well, they're so vibrant and beautiful, and they smell so good. Whenever I see a flower, I feel like going near it and touching it because they're that attractive.
Yeah, Teju, the flowers are so beautiful and attractive. Actually, a flower symbolizes purity. We have also been gifted with such a beautiful, tender heart. The original nature of the heart is so kind, tender, and beautiful. But what happens is when we start developing negative attributes like envy, hatred, anger, selfishness, dishonesty, insincerity, we start losing the actual essence of this beautiful creation without even us noticing and realizing it.
Yeah, in the last couple also we discussed about how we become egoistic because of our negative attributes. But my real question is, how do we go back to that original nature that's buried deep under all of our negativities?
It's very simple, Teju. When we try and touch base with our own selves, renew the contact with our own heart, reconnect with ourselves, slowly the ego starts to vanish and love blossoms, and we will start to love others as much as we love ourselves. And that is the kind of heart the divinity would love to come and grace with its presence. I think that is the reason Thiruvalluvar compares the beautiful heart with a flower. Because a person with such a beautiful heart gets enlightened. So, an enlightened person's heart, so full of life, is like a pure and pristine flower. The inner joy of that heart is like a vibrant flower. The thoughts created in such a heart is like the fragrance drifting apart from a beautiful smelling flower. And the gentle glow of that heart is like a lustrous flower.
I really love the way that the features of a flower is compared to the human heart.
Yeah, Teju. When we read our scriptures and literatures, besides learning the morals, we also get to know the beauty of the poetic touch in them. Don't you think so?
Yes, definitely. But how do we develop those good qualities and attributes?
How do you master a skill, Teju?
Well, first I learn it, and then I practice it consistently, repeatedly, and regularly.
Exactly. You just apply that here. Use kind words and respect others in your everyday life. Make it a practice. Do it repeatedly, regularly, and consistently. Say, for example, you wanted to go for sketching lessons, right? You created the thought because you had that interest in you. But without going for classes, just with that thought, do you think you will be able to master the skill?
No.
Okay, no. You had that interest in you, you went for classes, But after joining, do you think practicing it without any interest and involvement, do you think you will be able to master the skill?
No.
Okay. You had that interest, you joined the classes, you practiced, you just took a break of 3 months. After 3 months you go, do you think you would have mastered that skill by then?
Definitely not.
Okay. So you have to have that passion and interest in you. You have to do it regularly, consistently, and repeatedly. Practice it, and then one day you will be able to master it. Right? So the same thing applies here, because the thoughts we create will reflect in the words and then in our deeds. The more you practice, the more you will become. Right? That's why Thiruvalluvar says, those who continuously meditate God in their heart will flourish long above all the worlds. So that applies to various things in our life also. Be it mastering a skill or achieving a goal, you have to do it consistently and repeatedly, because repetition has got such a power that repeating an action or a thought or a behavior intensifies it and makes it very powerful. Yeah, Teju?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So, on that note, we would like to sign off and meet you all in the next episode. Thank you. Bye bye.